Hello, everybody. Today is Monday, February 27th. I hope y'all had a good weekend. This week, we're going to be going over photography and video. So that's what we'll be looking at in our 3353 Visual Communications course. So looking at our schedule, we have one assignment, which will be your photography assignment. LinkedIn, our discussion post number 2 is posted. And then for the quiz, we have quiz number 7, which is over photography. And that will be due Sunday, March 5th. So if we go to LinkedIn, this is our discussion post number 2. Number 1 is here. We've got 35 comments, so that's honestly not even half of y'all. So if you have not interacted with our first discussion post, make sure you go do that. That way you're staying up to date on everything that we're doing. This week you'll be interacting with discussion post number 2. So make sure you get number 1 done first and then work on number 2. That way you're ahead of schedule. Or you're on schedule. A couple of reminders. Last week was the midterm. Those grades are in there, so you should be able to see in Blackboard what you made on the midterm. Looking at, we have one more week after this week until spring break. So next week we'll go over invitations, and then we'll have a week off for spring break, and then we'll be kind of getting into the finishing of our semester. Some things to remember moving up. I'm not going to be grading LinkedIn until the week of April 10th. So if you haven't done discussion number 1, that's okay, but I would like you to try to get it done this week as well as number 2, because a lot of y'all are really far behind on this. And remember, LinkedIn is 10% of your grade. So make sure you're continuing to work on your profiles if they're not completed, and then make sure that you're getting these discussion posts finished. Our last week of assignments and our last quiz will be April 3rd, just to kind of give you a heads up as we look forward. And then you'll have a week to review, and we'll also go over what your Project 1 presentation is. And I've had a couple people ask about that. Don't worry about it now. It's not anything super big. It's something that we'll start to talk about once we hit April. And so that April 17th is when those presentations will be due. April 24th is when the final portfolio, which remember that is 40% of your grade. All the assignments, which is assignment 1 through 12, all of these will be compiled into that portfolio. That will be due on April 24th. So you need to make sure that you are completing each of these assignments each week. In Blackboard, I have a due date for each assignment, even though I'm not going to grade it each week because they're all turned in for the final portfolio. I give you that date to remind you that, hey, you should probably try to get it done each week. That way you're not behind. So this week we're on assignment number 7, so we're over halfway. If you are still not completed on some of these, you need to start working and getting caught up, because it's going to come fast and furious as we get close to the end. And I don't want you to get behind. You do have 2 weeks to work on that. You'll have the week of April 10th, week of April 17th, and then that week of April 24th, on that Wednesday, the 26th, is when that final portfolio is due, and those are not accepted late. So you'll be able to turn it in early if you're finished and you're ready to go before then, but you will not be able to turn it in late. And then finally, the midterm exam will be on May 1st, and it goes from May 1st to May 2nd, and it'll close just like the midterm was. You got a 48-hour window to get that completed. So that's just kind of looking ahead. I know I haven't talked about it since that first week video, so I kind of wanted to go back over our schedule, make sure that everybody's aware of when everything is, because it's all here and nothing has changed. So this week, you're going over photography. This is a great opportunity for you to take a good picture of yourself for LinkedIn. Also, just a reminder, this should be new pictures. This shouldn't be old pictures that you're just finding that you like of yourself. You should be taking new pictures for this assignment. That's a big thing. You need to be using what you've learned to take brand new pictures. Even if you have a great one you like, that's great. Still take new ones for this assignment. And it's pretty easy to tell if, like, oh, this was a picture of you at a wedding, or this was a picture a couple years ago, as opposed to this is a picture you took on your phone for this assignment, right? So make sure you go watch that video next. I will go more in depth on the assignment and kind of what we're expecting, but make sure you take new pictures for this. So that's what we're doing for this week. Make sure you go watch the video next over the assignment, and y'all have a good week. Thanks.